These are exit polls that we have on the screen. 5 top exit polls after the elections have taken place are saying Congress is sweeping from 58, 54 to 62 seats. Some are giving BJP 20, some are giving BJP 28, but it's very clear that this is a massive sweep. The other thing that was surprising to us was that for the first time in Haryana's electoral history, ever, postal votes were different than the actual voting. Normally, postal votes and the actual voting are directionally similar. And here the Congress gets 73 votes, 73 seats in postal ballots. BJP gets 17. And this has never happened in Haryana before. So we started to say, okay, let us go into details. And when I first saw this information that you're going to see, I must tell you, I struggled to believe it. I was in shock. I simply could not believe what I saw. I told the team that, listen, cross-check this, not from one source, cross-check it multiple times, again and again and again and again. And what you're seeing today is the result of that process. What we are saying, and we are absolutely going to prove it to you 100% using data. And I want the young people of India, Gen Z, to understand this clearly, because this is about your future. What is being done is being taken from you. You're being stolen from, your future is being destroyed. So it's important that you listen and you watch. And as I've said multiple times, I take what I'm saying on this stage very seriously. I'm questioning the Election Commission. I'm questioning the democratic process in India. So I'm doing it with 100% proof. So we are pretty sure that a plan was put in motion to convert Congress's landslide victory into a loss. And the result was
मैंने शुरू से ये कहा है कि भारतीय जनता पार्टी एक तरफा सरकार बना रही है। हमारे पास सारी व्यवस्थाएं हैं, आप चिंता मत करिए।
Now, please notice the smile on his face. And please notice the word vyavastha. What exactly is the vyavastha that the Chief Minister of Haryana is talking about? This is 2 days after the election, when everybody is saying that the Congress party is sweeping the election, when every indicator is that the Congress party is going to win, all the polls, all the exit polls are saying it, and this gentleman is very sure and is smiling that the BJP has some vyavastha that is going to show itself. Play that again. Look at the smile.
मैंने शुरू से ये कहा है कि भारतीय जनता पार्टी एक सरकार बना रही है। हमारे पास सारी व्यवस्थाएं हैं, आप चिंता मत करिए।
Now I'd like to ask you a question.
मैंने शुरू से ये कहा।
Sorry. So, to put it into perspective, after all this, the end result was Congress lost the Haryana election by 22,000 votes. To give you a sense of how close it actually became. There are 8 seats here. These are the seats. If you add up the votes, 22,000 votes was the difference between us and them. Total difference in votes between Congress party and BJP, 1.18 lakh votes across the state. Okay? So now, let's go to the proof. Who is this lady? How old is she? Which state does she come from? What's her name? Can anyone try? Where is she from? Try. Give me some guesses. कहां की लगती हैं? Where is she from? Try. Give me some guesses. कहां की लगती हैं? Anybody? Goa? Maharashtra? North? Is she from Haryana? You sure? You're absolutely sure she's not from Haryana? Okay, but she votes 22 times in Haryana. And she votes in 10 different booths in Haryana. And she's got multiple names: Seema, Sweetie, Saraswati, Rashmi, Vimla. Now what's interesting about this, and why I'm opening with this slide, go back please. Why I'm opening with this slide is because this happens in 10 booths. That means that this is a centralized operation. That somebody fed this lady into the electoral list at a centralized level, not at the booth level. Just like Anand and just like Mahadevapura. So last guesses, I'm going to give a prize if anybody can guess this. Anybody? She's from Brazil. She's a Brazilian model. That's a stock photograph. And she's one of 25 lakh such records in Haryana. This is proof of a centralized operation. I'm going to show you, if you just scan that, which I'll do just now. If you scan that, this opens. That's her official page. Okay? Now, she's one of 25 lakh such people. One question: what is a Brazilian woman doing on the electoral list of Haryana? Now you're looking surprised, like, what is this? There's a logic. There's a reason. All right. 25 lakh vote chori in Haryana. 5 categories. Duplicate voters, 5,21,000. Invalid addresses, 93,000. Bulk voters, 19 lakhs. And notice that we've left those two empty: misuse of Form 6 and Form 7. The reason is that the EC now no longer allows us to access it. After Mahadevapura, where we accessed Form 6, they have stopped it. Right? So we cannot give you the numbers of deletion and addition. We estimate that, at least in Mahadevapura, misuse of Form 6 was about 30% of the total malpractice. So our estimate is those two will add up to another 7 to 10 lakhs. But we're not going to discuss them because we do not have concrete proof of them. Right? But you should keep it in mind that 25 lakh, we have crystal clear proof that they're fake. That they either don't exist, or they're duplicate, or they're designed in a way for anybody to vote. Sorry. Yeah. So what is the big picture of Haryana? Big picture is 2 crore total voters, vote chori of 25 lakhs, possibly more, but confirmed by us of 25 lakhs. That means 1 in 8 voters in Haryana are fake. Right? That's 12.5%. And despite all this, the Congress party loses by 22,000 votes. the election commissioner saying that house number 0 is for homeless people. Look, we do our homework. We are talking truth here. We will check everything this man says. Okay? So we decided to check what he says.
जिन लोगों के पास घर नहीं होता, आप लोग भाग्यवान हैं. कई लोगों के पास घर नहीं होता.
Look, nobody else is convinced.
लेकिन उसका नाम भी मतदाता सूची में होता है.
Look at the Sardar ji, he's looking like ये तो झूठ बोल रहा है.
उसका पता वो जगह दी जाती है जहां वो व्यक्ति रात को सोने आता है. कई बार सड़क के किनारे, कई बार पुल के नीचे, या कई बार लैंप पोस्ट के किनारे.
पुल के नीचे, सड़क पर या लैंप पोस्ट के किनारे. So we systematically looked at house number 0. And we said, okay, let us see whether these house number 0s are actually living on the road. Are they actually homeless?
जिन लोगों के
Here's house number 0. That's a house number 0. Mr. Narendra, and we have hundreds of examples of this. Mr. Narendra living in that house, but that house is house number 0. And when we tried to find Narendra, we understood what the issue was. Why there is a house number 0. We couldn't find him. Because when we sent somebody to look for him, it was impossible to find him. We physically identified this man, physically saw him in the village, and physically found out where he lives. And that's how we got to this house. The reason there is house number 0 is nobody can identify where that person is. Once he is voted, he's gone. You cannot go and find him. Again, this man is one of hundreds of examples that we have. We have cross-checked. The Chief Election Commissioner is lying to the people of India openly. And then we don't have access to the forms, as I said in the beginning. But we do have access to the people. So 3.5 lakh people were deleted from the voter list. Okay, so we went and found who these people are. And guess what? A large number of them are our voters. And here are some examples.
मेरा नाम अंजलि त्यागी है. मेरे पति का नाम अमित है. मैं राय विधानसभा गुड़गांव की रहने वाली हूँ और मैंने लोकसभा इलेक्शन में वोट किया था. लेकिन जब मैं विधानसभा के इलेक्शन में वोट करने गई तो मुझे बताया गया कि मेरी वोट कट चुकी है और फिर मैंने दोबारा अप्लाई किया तो मेरी जून के एंड में मुझे वोटर कार्ड मिला.
इलेक्शन के बाद
मलिकपुर का रहने वाला हूँ और क्या नाम है, मेरा राय हल्का लगता है जिसमें से हमारे भाइयों की वोट काट दी गई है, जिनका नाम है अनुज, राहुल और उनकी पत्नी है साक्षी और सोनिया, जिनकी वोट विधानसभा में काट दी गई थी.
नाम सद्दाम हुसैन जी. मैं मलिकपुर गांव से रहने वाला हूँ जी. हमारा हल्का राय लगता है जी. 2024 में लोकसभा इलेक्शन में हमने वोट डाला था जी और ये 2025 में जी हमारी वोट चोरी हो गई जी. मेरा नाम सद्दाम हुसैन है, मेरी वाइफ का नाम यास्मीन है जी. हमारी दोनों की वोट चोरी हो गई है.
लाल सन्नो श्री लखीराम, गांव मलिकपुर, राय हल्के का रहने वाला हूं. हमारी एमपी के चुनाव में हमारी वोट पूरे परिवार की कंप्लीट थी. इस बार मेरे बेटे की विधानसभा में वोट काट दी गई है.
all targeted. And these are 4 we've shown you.
मेरा नाम अंजलि.
Sorry. We have huge numbers of these people. So here is the vyavastha the gentleman was talking about. The Brazilian model to create space, put her name, allow anybody to vote. The BJP leaders and BJP people who get the option of voting in Uttar Pradesh and Haryana. The blurred photographs, the deleted voters, and the house number 0. What's the big picture? The big picture is 22,000 votes was the margin. 25 lakhs was this. So you can understand that there was no election in Haryana. There was a theft in Haryana. And it's very clear who is responsible for the theft. These gentlemen colluded with the BJP to ensure that the Congress could not win the election in Haryana. The Election Commission is in partnership with the Prime Minister and the Home Minister, and they have destroyed the democratic foundations of this country. There is absolutely nothing in this presentation that has not been backed by 100% proof. Every single piece of data that we've used here comes from the Election Commission, is from their records, is from their voter list. We have just checked it and cross-checked it and shown you what the reality of Indian democracy is. And it is pretty clear to us that now this is a system. This is something that has now been industrialized. And it can be used in any state. And it is going to be used in Haryana. And I'm confident that after the Haryana elections, we will get the same records and we will show you that the same thing has happened in Haryana. You might, in Bihar. You might be asking, oh, but how come you didn't see these anomalies in the voter list? Because the voter list comes at the last minute. Because the voter list is given to us at the last minute before the elections. So this is a systematic method that has been evolved by the Prime Minister, by the BJP, and by the Election Commission to kill the Constitution and to kill Indian democracy. Yeah, we have some examples from Bihar, where again, this is an example just from one village, where voters have been deleted. We've invited them to come and talk to you. And they'll introduce themselves. बताइए
जी, हम जमुई डिस्ट्रिक्ट से बिलोंग करते हैं। मेरा गांव धर्मपुर है सर, इस्लाम नगर ब्लॉक से। हमारे साथ में ऐसा सरकार कर रहे हैं जो कि कहने लायक नहीं है। पूरे परिवार का वोटर लिस्ट से नाम हटा दिया गया है।